now, I'd like to invite you to settling back. So whether you're sitting at home, on your couch, or on the floor, in a chair, or maybe you are just lying down on your bed mattress, that's perfectly fine. So choosing a comfortable posture that will allow you to maintain ease, being at home, and also to maintain this alertness, wakefulness. So mindfulness, being mindful, is about staying present, and it's like turning on the spotlight without spending too much energy or all of our energy and attention outward and external. It's about sometimes we can take a chance and take a pause to just be with ourselves and be with our present moment experiences. So now I'd like you to just spend some time to check in with your body. So there's no need to do any action or to move in any way, but just being still and noticing here in stillness. So maybe even asking yourself, how am I right now? Feeling into the body, noticing the connection with the body, between the body and the chair or the floor, maybe between the skin and the clothing. Perhaps you may even have some blanket with you for warmth or protection. Just feeling and sensing them. And with each moment, allowing the body to soften, to release, if that is possible for you. There's no need to hold any extra unnecessary tension or stress here right now. Maybe you have just got back home, finished your work, or you may still have something else to do after this. That's okay. Just allowing those irrelevant tasks to pass and gathering your attention to return to this present moment. And if you feel comfortable, you can choose to allow your eyes to be closed or just lower your eye gaze with a downward soft gaze. So as we continue to settle, now continue to sense the body, noticing the weight, noticing how this body is making contact with the floor, the cushion, or the mat, the chair. So being grounded, sensing and taking in the support from the floor, from the chair, from the yoga mat or the mattress. Noticing the support, the strength that is actually happening right now. It doesn't need to seek externally. It doesn't need to search. It's already here. Just paying attention. Or maybe feeling, sensing the warmth coming from your clothes, your blankets, or the heater in your living room. So continue to take in. And at some points, you may notice mind wandering as well. You may notice the mind got distracted by thoughts, thinking, stories, or sounds. But that's okay. Just acknowledging, accepting what is. Accepting the fact that the mind just went away, but that's fine. All we need to do is just to escort and guide our attention to come back to this body. And then now, gently shifting the attention from the body to hearing, to sound, opening your ears. So just taking in all the sound around us, allowing, accepting the sound to enter our soundscape, our hearing. And very naturally, our mind, when we are listening, sometimes when we notice that the mind is thinking or making sense about the sound or is doing some analysis to search, oh, what sound it is or where it's come from, or maybe making some opinions and judgments towards the sound. Oh, it is pleasant. Oh, it sounds nice, or it sounds terrible, something like that. It is very natural. We can acknowledge this kind of mental activity as well, and choosing to let go of them, letting go of these mental judgments, stories. Just allow the ears to listen, allowing the sounds to come and pass, welcoming, listening. So now, releasing that focus or anchor around sound. Now this time, we're gonna shift our attention again from hearing, from sound, to the breathing in the body. So if you are experienced a meditator, you know, you can pay attention to the body, maybe the belly or the chest or the nose or the outside of the lips, to notice the physical sensations or motions as we breathe. If you're new to meditation, or if you are just starting out, and just finding and sensing right now in your body which part you can access, you can feel the breathing most clearly and obviously. So it can be the rising and falling movement in the belly, the abdomen, or it can be the expansion, contraction happening in the chest. If you choose to breathe through your nose, then perhaps just a tip of the nose, then there may be some coolness or warmth happening, showing up. If you choose to breathe through your mouth, then probably the lips, there may be some sensation as well. So now we don't have to control, we don't have to change how we breathe. Just allowing the breath to flow naturally. So it can be fast, it can be slow, it can be deep or shallow. That's okay. Either way is fine. Just being with the breathing as it is. So welcoming what is actually happening. So focusing on the breathing, the inhalation, the exhalation, and of course the slight pauses in between. You may even want to say some soft word in your mind mentally. Inhale, exhale to help you focus. This can be an option. And eventually, you might find the mind got distracted again. So meeting distraction actually is a part of the practice. There's no need to feel bad or upset about that. Accepting, noticing the distractions. The mind may just go to the story or something, some conversation in the past, in the day, or maybe some unfinished task in the future, or maybe that some there are some strong sensations showing up in the body that distracts you. You can take a moment to just attend to them until they're no longer pose you they no longer, until they lose their energy, and then you can return to the breathing, to recenter again, resting the awareness in the breathing, one breath at a time. So now we continue to practice in silence. So you can continue to use the breathing as a home base, your anchor. Or you can shift to a sound or a part in the body where you feel stable or comfortable. It's all up to you. So now enjoy the silence. Enjoy being present with your anchor, the home base. Practicing with ease. Practicing with openness and curiosity. When the mind just goes away, and then returning with gentleness. So now enjoy the silence and practice together. So where is your focus now? What's on your mind? Is your mind still with your focus, the anchor, the breathing, the sound, or the body? Or maybe not. But either way, we can accept them and choosing to come back, choosing where you want to focus again, letting go of the judgment about the how it goes, just following naturally, flowing with every moment with openness. So right now, so we can soften a little bit. We can soften the focus a little bit just to expand the awareness. So giving ourselves a pause, a break before we move on to the next stage in the meditation. So as we transition into the next stage, we're going to practice and cultivate this capacity to stay with what is, to being okay, to be okay with what shows up from moment to moment. Sometimes the mind, it automatically makes a lot of judgments. It may like something, it may dislike something, it may want to chase some comfortable feelings or sensations. And sometimes it may want to reject and fight against some feeling that you may feel bad or you hate. And a lot of the times the distress and unease or the pain, emotional pain may come from the rejection, the resistance in the mind. So now in this coming stage in the meditation practice, we're going to cultivate this capacity to find openness and to turn inward and to befriend the experience, to befriend what we feel actually without these automatic judgments. And we want to bring curiosity and this open-mindedness to observe and stay with the experience that shows up in the body or in the mind. So now, again, gathering the attention, so just observing in this moment, in this body. So after a period of sitting, perhaps in the body, there may be some discomfort showing up, pain, soreness, numbness, tightness, or a sense of restlessness may show up in the body as well. So if that is the case, see if you can just take a moment. It's like tipping your toes in the water. Just take a moment to observe and attend to that sensations in the body. So with some space, just noticing, acknowledging these uncomfortable or challenging feelings in the body. Noticing its nature. It may come with heat, pulsing, vibration, tingling, or tightness, clenching, whatever. So taking a moment to um, stay with these kind of sensations. And also noticing the mind as well. So any emotional difficulty may show up in this experience right now. So you may feel impatient in the mind, or you may feel you want to get away from this position or this posture, or it may sound like, oh, I hate it, I don't like it, I want to move, something like that. Or maybe some thought may pop up in your mind. It can be about some challenging conversation with your family members or with your colleagues at work. Maybe some difficult task you don't want to face, you don't want to deal with. Instead of pushing them away, instead of avoiding them, rejecting them, can we take a moment to observe and turn towards them with kindness, gentleness, just noticing what it feels like, what it feels like in the body. For example, when I feel embarrassed, what I feel in the body, I may feel the heart pounding, I may feel the face turning red and plush. And what about other emotions that you can detect? Can you name them? Can you notice them in the body? And more importantly, take a moment to stay with them, befriending this experience, saying okay with yourself, saying okay to this kind of emotions and sensations in the mind, heart, and the body. And now taking a moment to experiment with this practice. And of course, at any point, if you feel overwhelmed, if you feel challenged or too difficult for you, feel free to go back to the breathing, go back to a place in the body where you feel safe, comfortable, and stable, to give yourself a pause and be grounded again. So that is the option um, here, and we can be flexible. We can be kind to ourselves in the practice. So let's try this together for the coming few minutes, practicing being okay, being comfortable with the uncomfortable, and saying yes to what is from moment to moment, accepting, welcoming the experiences non judgmentally. Sometimes during the practice, we don't have to search for some challenging feeling or difficult feeling to practice. Sometimes it just feels natural or at ease or just comfortable in this moment. That's okay as well. Just and then if that is okay, that's good. And just sit with what is right now. So just being present with this present moment experience, whether it is nice or painful or just neutral. Just sit with them. Softening the judgment, softening the resistance, opening ourselves to this moment with peace, making peace with our body, with our mind, sensing, inviting calmness, silence, staying with what is in this here and now. So now, as we prepare to close and end this meditation, so take a moment to acknowledge what shows up here. So there may be some difficult and challenging feelings present here. Restlessness, pain, physical pain or emotional pain, stress, or just other sad or sorrow feeling, or other kind of discomfort. Just acknowledging and sending some kindness to ourselves. So these kind of moments when we suffer is very common and is just human, is a human quality, common humanity. So we can allow ourselves to feel like this. We can allow this kind of feeling to exist. And of course, we can cultivate this kind of ease and flexibility to give ourselves some safe place, safe refuge and support. and also acknowledging that there's a lot of other people who are also suffering right now in different aspects, at different level or degrees. So finally, now taking a moment to go back to the breathing, or maybe even taking a few deep breaths. So sensing, inviting some freshness in the body. As you breathe in, noticing the energy. And as you breathe out, releasing, softening completely. Allowing the tension or stress to release and soften from the body as you breathe out. Sensing the support again from the chair, from the ground, from the cushion, and gently expanding the awareness to the space around us. So now, as this practice comes to an end, I'd like to invite you to make some gentle transition and very gently stretching, wiggling, circling your wrists, your fingers, your shoulders. Give yourself some nice gentle massage to the back, the hips. So responding to what is called for right now, what is needed in the body. Providing yourself some gentle support. And once you feel ready, gently opening the eyes, receiving the images, visuals, and returning to this group. Awesome. Excellent. Thank you so much for your practice, for your participation. So, yeah, so I'd like to give yourselves, give all of us some space. And we still have maybe 10 minutes. So we'll end the recording here. So as we finish the practice already.